The Toronto Raptors obviously heavily improved from 2018 to 2019. Number one, because of the addition of Kawhi Leonard, and number two, LeBron wasn't there to terrorize him anymore. People said that they betrayed DeMar DeRozan trading him for Kawhi, but any franchise that gets the chance to replace DeMar DeRozan with Kawhi Leonard is going to capitalize on that to bring in a superstar and maximize their one-year window for a championship. That's exactly what the Raptors did, but they have to be able to recover from losing Kawhi to the Clippers, and not recover meaning repeat, because they're not going to repeat with the personnel they have. Kyle Lowry, Marc Gasol, Siakam, those guys aren't going to win again without Kawhi, but they have to recover, draft the right guys, develop Siakam, and do what they have to do to maximize the talent they have right now and recover from Kawhi leaving the team. He led the team as a lone star in the team, brought them a championship, did what he had to do in the city. Now they have to recover without him. Kawhi Leonard was traded from the San Antonio Spurs to the Toronto Raptors, and the Raptors definitely weren't his first choice. But he took advantage of the one-year championship window that he had and did what you can't get much better than winning a Finals MVP and a championship, bringing the city of Toronto their first championship of all time, which no Raptor before could do and no Raptor after post-Kawhi is going to do for a long time. Winning his second Finals MVP and his second championship solidified himself as an all-time great NBA legend, one of the best to ever do it. First round, wins in 5 against the Magic. Second round against the Sixers, which I think is the best playoff series in this whole 2019 playoffs. 6 against the Bucks, and he was the forefront of the defense that helped really slow down Giannis and render him useless at points in the game. And beating the Raptors was hard for any team in the playoffs, which is why no team did it, and it's because of Kawhi Leonard, and they beat the Warriors in 6 games to win the championship. Kawhi Leonard was obviously the best player on this team, the lone star, and he brought them a championship, and losing Kawhi Leonard is going to be a big hit for the Raptors, but they're going to have to be able to recover, and Siakam is the guy they're going to look to lead them to the future. At points in the 2019 playoffs, Pascal Siakam acted as a second starter Kawhi Leonard, averaging 19 points per game. They need to hold on to this guy as long as they can, because Toronto is not a great place to attract stars to at least choose Toronto. They could trade for guys, draft guys, but it's very hard for NBA players to want to play in Toronto. It's kind of a hassle to play there. You need a Canadian and a US kick out playing somewhere where you didn't grow up, playing most of your games in a city where you're not comfortable. It's hard to attract guys there, so when you already have a young possible star like Siakam on your team, you need to keep him there, pay him when he needs to be paid, keep him happy, build around him, make sure he's comfortable so he wants to play there for years. Stay loyal to them like DeMar did and Kyle Lowry is right now. So with Siakam, it's important that Toronto keeps him because he's so young and many stars don't choose Toronto. Despite the Toronto Raptors losing their best player and Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard, I still think they can make the playoffs. I think they will be an 8th seed. With the core Kyle Lowry, Siakam, and Marc Gasol, I still think they have a good enough team to get into the playoffs, and I wouldn't be surprised if they get higher than an 8th seed. 5th or 6th seed wouldn't surprise me. They're still a very good team, and they went 17-5 in the 22 games Kawhi Leonard missed, so this team could be a sleeper on a lot of people's list if they don't have them making the playoffs. How they can recover from losing Kawhi isn't repeating championship, because that's not going to happen. The way they can recover is developing Siakam the way that he needs to be developed, giving him the attention he needs, keeping him on the team. Staying in playoff contention is the way they recover from losing him and not just falling off the mat completely. They got what they needed and what they wanted with the championship with Kawhi Leonard, the first in franchise history. So many people have Kawhi Leonard as the best Raptor of all time. But where do the Raptors go from here? Developing Siakam, drafting well, because it's hard to sign guys to Toronto because a lot of guys weren't born there. And yeah, other than that, Kawhi Leonard did what he had to do in Toronto and brought them a championship. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Rashad with Hoops ×2. Subscribe if you love the NBA, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you liked the video and you enjoyed it. And yeah, peace out.